Kendall's going to kick off the hot dish, and we unfortunately have to start with some sad news. Take it away, my dear friend.
Yeah, unfortunately, an update this morning regarding beloved Minnesota comedian Louie Anderson. Louie has died, the AP confirming the news just a half an hour ago. Louie was a stand-up icon born right here in St. Paul and appeared on Coming to America, was the host of Family Feud, and won an Emmy for his performance in the series Baskets, among many other projects. He went to the hospital earlier this week after undergoing treatment for cancer, and he was just 68 years old. Jason, I know that Louie meant so much to you as well as so many other people, and you just have so many memories that you'd like to share.
I do. You know, I'm going to try to get through this. Jeff, our executive producer, called me about 10 minutes ago. I was getting ready, and I knew that he was in the hospital. We were preparing to do a story this morning about a tweet that fellow comedian Pauly Shore had sent out that said that Pauly had went to a Las Vegas hospital to say his goodbyes. I read that last night. So we were going to do that story, and I was going to come on here and ask everybody to keep Louie, our buddy Louie, in their thoughts and prayers. But sadly, I was looking down at the graphic, and I can't believe that we had that graphic that said that Louie died. So I'm going to try to get through this. But as Kendall said, he meant a lot to me. He meant a lot to Minnesotans. He meant a lot to the comedy world. Here's a little video of one of Louie's many appearances on our show. And if you've ever visited our studio, the first thing that you're greeted with when you enter our studio is actually a picture of Louie from, I believe, this appearance or one of his first appearances on our show. And that's not by accident. Because, and I said this to Louie, I tried to show appreciation to him every time he was on the show because I was so appreciative. And this is just an example of what a good guy Louie always was. You know, when you do a show like this, it's really hard to get people to take it seriously, especially stars. They're like, Jason who? Kendall who? Fox 9? What is this? It's a local show? And you never had to do that with Louie. We called Louie whenever, and we said, hey, can you do this? Can you do X, Y, and Z? And Louie was always there. He always came from a place of yes. And that's how he was, not just with us, not just with our show, not just with me, but I quickly read some tweets. That's how he was with everyone. That's how he was in the comedy, in the comedy community. He was beloved. You would be hard pressed to find a single person that worked with Louie that had a bad thing to say about him. I remember when Arsenio Hall was a guest on our show, and during the commercial break, we kind of kept talking, and I mentioned Louie, and Arsenio just said, Louie's the best. Louie is what he seemed to be, and we can back that up. The crew can back that up. What you saw on camera was exactly what was in his heart. We have a couple clips to play, and the first one speaks of his heart and the power of laughter, which he gave to so many of us. Take a look at this.
Doesn't the joy come from the adrenaline, and this sounds rather woo-woo, it comes from the adrenaline of making somebody laugh. It's very simple, but what a joy that is.
Yes, because you know when someone laughs, they cannot think about any troubles.
Mm. Yeah, and that's a gift.
There's a relief. There's a relief of the stress. There's a relief of the tension. There's a relief of, of what people go through.
Wow.
And that's really the gift, Kendall, that he gave all of us. It was a relief. He gave a relief. He gave peace. He gave enjoyment. It's really easy to write off entertainers and say, oh, they're just stars. Why do people get so upset when stars die? It's because of the connection that you have with them. Maybe it's a music star like Meatloaf, which we're going to get to later. Maybe a music star has provided a song in a time of need for Louie. Maybe he provided, and he did, a laugh when we needed it. And boy, oh boy, and I really want to cuss right now, but we are living in a world where we really need more Louies. And just when we need them the most, oh, God, I said I was going to try to do this. Anyway, let's go to another clip, because one of the things that I loved about Louie was he was a guest on Johnny Carson. You know how I am with Carson. And he told a great story to us about how an appearance on Carson literally changed his life. Take a look at this.
I wish I was such a full of myself young entertainer. I didn't even know how lucky I was. But I did love him so much. I mean, you know, my goal was to make him slap the desk. Yeah. That was my thing. If he would slap the desk. I remembered the joke that he slapped the desk on.
Do you remember? Can you tell?
I did a joke. It's kind of inappropriate, but I'll do it. I did a joke about the Fat Olympics. I go, you know, pole vault. I drove that sucker into the ground. I did a good thing. I straightened out the uneven parallel bars. Another joke. Right? But the joke
it was
where
about you, so it made it safe.
But with the joke he slapped the desk on is I go broad jump, killed her. And
that was Louie. You could hear. Talk about laughter. I always love hearing executive producer Jeff laugh in the background. I know you love that too, Kendall. And God, I missed our audience too. But he had the and he was so nice. Whenever he would come on our show, and he would always say he would greet all the audience members. They all wanted a picture with him. And this one time, he was taking so many pictures, and we had to come back. We were coming back from commercial, and we had to tell him, Louie, we have more show to do. We have more show to do. Can you get, you know? And he stayed, and he took a picture with whomever wanted a picture with him, and that's just who he is. I say this 1,000 times. You can always tell with stars, TV, music, when they come to the studio, what's in their heart, what's in it would be their integrity by how they treat the crew, how they treat the behind the scenes folks. And Louie always treated everybody, from Jeff to the security guard that greets you. He treated everyone with respect. So that's why that photo in our studio will always be there. The first person you will always see when you come in our studio will be Louie. So I'm really sorry. I really promised I was going to try to keep it together. But this one, you know, Betty White, and we're going to talk about Meatloaf. But to be very honest with you, this one really hurts the heart. Kendall?
Close to home. Well, that was a beautiful tribute, Jason. Thank you. I think from all of us to Louie's family, friends, everyone, we are thinking of you, sending you lots of love this morning. We'll be right back.